Apparently, he and my father grew up extremely poor. Examples include, their mom worked 3 jobs and they still couldn't afford rent most months, akin to being impoverished. Uncle Marcus pulls out his phone and shows me an old photograph of 2 emaciated kids sitting in a vehicle, eating beans straight from the can. "That's your dad on the left," he says. And, yes, the same silly smile I recalled, but on a much younger face. I'm sitting there trying to digest the narrative as he tells it to me. How did they get from homeless teenagers to... Okay, how about this? This is when he informs me about the laundromat. The original owner used to let them hang out inside on particularly chilly evenings. They'd help him fix machinery, clean up, and do whatever else was necessary. When the owner became ill, he offered to sell them the place. Dad had recently begun college on a scholarship, but Uncle Marcus had been working construction and saving every dime. So the owner sold it to him for almost nothing. It was his first property. Then he begins taking out all these old documents from his desk. Property deeds, contracts, business plans, all with my father's notes in the margin. When your dad got sick, Uncle Marcus adds, he made me promise 2 things. First, I'll be on the lookout for you. Second, make sure you know how to look after yourself. Then he gives me this look and says, "Gotta say, you're doing better at the second part than I expected." I'm sitting there, trying not to cry, and failing miserably, to be honest, when he drops the big bombshell. It seems he now owns about half of the block around the laundromat. Apartment building, stores, even that dodgy phone repair shop, and he's been watching me through security cameras the entire time. He sent his goons in the SUV to keep an eye on me. "You work 2 jobs without complaining," he said. "Keep your grades up. Found ways to survive that most people wouldn't think of. Even kept that laundromat running better than the manager I hired." He truly smiled as he spoke that last part. "Jerry told me you fixed the quarter machine. Took my maintenance guy 3 tries to figure that out." That's when he takes out the key. He says it's for the apartment above his office. I had no idea this studio apartment existed. "It's yours," he says. "There will be no rent as long as I continue to work at the laundromat and maintain good grades." I wanted to decline. It felt too much like charity or something. But he shut it down quickly. "This isn't charity. This is an investment," he informed me. "You've got your father's brains and your own kind of determination. It's strange, you know? All this time, I believed he was simply a cold rich guy who didn't care and allowed his wife to treat me badly. So how did it turn out? He was putting me to the test. We've been hearing things about you and your Uncle Marcus. The way she says it makes my stomach churn. What about Uncle Marcus? Come on, honey," she attempts a sly smile. "I know what you're doing. It's clever, really. I would have never thought of it at your age. What exactly did you think about? Getting close to Marcus in this way, working in his business and portraying the unfortunate abandoned niece. I'm sure he promised you a lot." The revelation struck me like a smack. "Do you believe I am attempting to get his money? Well, don't you live here, work at that laundromat, and spend so much time with him? It is evident what you are doing."